So Wack 100 and his crew are having a conversation about but we got the albums coming out with Rocky. I think they said 200K first week, something like that. Either way, Rocky got a solid project. He decided to do an interview with academics too. We'll see how that go. That's kind of crazy. But got J. Cole coming up, and then we got Drake. Everybody's still waiting on. Now, Wack said Drake is on the downswing. While a lot of these guys, they don't think Drake is going to perform anywhere near, or he doesn't. I shouldn't say they, but he doesn't think it's going to be anywhere near what it usually is. And there's a whole lot more to come in the way of lawsuits and things like that, which is something we already been talking about. For those of you who already know, I'm already 3 steps ahead of you. What are you still talking about? I ain't trying to hear that. We talking about whoever we want to talk about. And if you don't like it. Anyway, this is a fairly long video, so let's get right into it and we'll comment as we go.
Drake come on, R&B says, he sound dated now. It's happening.
That's your woman, bro.
No, a lot of women are saying
I am not listening to that shit. I'm sorry.
A lot of women are saying, Brock, when he did that dumb shit, his whole aura up. Are you crazy?
Hey, man, that's something I've been saying. Look, y'all can say it's Wack or it's this girl or however you want to take it. But this is definitely the sentiment of people that I know. A few people that I know. I ain't going to say everybody that I know. But I've been saying this, man. And y'all been hearing this. People ain't going to hear it the same. I'm telling you, man. For everybody who think the Iceman track or album going to like do out this world numbers, y'all really not considering how people is hearing it. I said about the paradigm shift in my the last video when we were talking about Drake. I think that was the Ray Daniel video. I talked about that. So this ain't just make believe. This is real shit, y'all.
I'm talking about the women that listen to Drake.
Okay, Brock,
the young women that listen to Drake.
It ain't about him, Brock. You're missing the point. The time he usually would have been flooding them with music, they watched him cry for damn near 2 years. They whole.
I don't nobody want to see no grown ass man crying. I'm cool.
Listen, Keita, I just said this been overly emotional,
bro.
He's the #1 streamed artist this year.
Okay, look.
This
year.
A
lot of was #1. Juvie was #1.
For the year.
It is starting.
Bro, Brock, you cannot tell us how women feel.
To decline. What?
Yeah, you can't really judge future success off of people listening to older tracks and songs. There's a lot of older songs and things like that people still like, and there's probably some element of nostalgia taking them back to a certain time, right? And then you can't forget, man, it's elevator. A lot of it's elevator music. Let's just be honest. A lot of it is elevator music, Planet Fitness music. I be hearing Drake songs in Planet Fitness. That's why I throw my headphones on. But like that's how he get a lot of his streams. So that's not really or necessarily representative of a bunch of people who still rocking with Drake like that. Not, it's just music. It's background music, man. It's not the same.
Hey, bro, it's starting to decline, bro. I'm telling you. Watch.
And she's 21.
He's from Los Angeles, California.
I have never heard females say he sound dated now. I don't want to hear that shit. They lived and died by this. Them 18 months he spent crying and doing all that shit. And every time you look up now, it's a lawsuit. It's a this. It's a that. They doing it to him on purpose. He's sitting back, laying back like he ain't worried about it. He should have been on the gas. He shouldn't have canceled that tour. Should have stayed in front of the people. And he has yet to produce something to make a nigga say he back.
Hey, that's facts. That's facts. And for y'all Nokia fans and all that, don't tell me that was y'all's he back track. You know that ain't a he's back track. Y'all know what y'all looking for. That's why it tripped me out when people be like, what did I miss? And Nokia, that's not a I'm back type of track. Y'all know that. So like you need like where the consensus is like, yeah, okay. Yeah, this is going to the moon. Nope, not gonna happen.
Not yet.
Bro, that R&B album with Party did great.
No, it didn't. Yes, it did. Okay, let me tell you why it didn't do great.
Yes, it did. They did a whole
break
tour.
down numbers. If we got a construction crew over here, right? 2 construction crews. One is 12 men, the other is 24 men, right? Okay, this construction crew in the first week, they went and dug up and made 320,000 mountains. The 12 men. Okay, your turn, 24 men in a week. 24 y'all. Matter of fact, what we gonna do is 24 y'all, and instead of having 1 foreman, it's gonna be 2. And you do 250 mountains. You ain't gonna tell me what I just gave you was GNX, 12 tracks, no name with Kendrick, Party Next Door, Drake collab, 24 tracks. First week, 319, 112. Remember, the tracks dictate the streams.
The biggest song was
Double the tracks. He got double the tracks and did damn near 80,000 less streams.
How does that matter? It's part of the album. It doesn't matter. See, that's the thing. See, this is the book, right? Because if Drake had a big song like that, that did the type of numbers and broke records like Luther, it, you know, it would be all credit to him. So now it's like, oh, the biggest song. It doesn't matter. It was a Kendrick Lamar song on a Kendrick Lamar album featuring SZA. Period, point blank. And that was just one. Squabble Up, a hit. There's a few hits off of GNX. Fact of the matter is this. It's still a 12-track album that outperformed an collab album with the guy who so-called is the stimulus guy, right?
Luther.
Bro,
No, the fuck
Luther is
bro.
the biggest song on
Hey,
GNX.
bro,
What the hell is y'all
319 versus 12. 12 tracks, 319, 24 with a collab. Huh? No, this was over a year later, bro. This was over a year later, bro. This was 6, 7, 8, 9 months later. And guess what? He didn't even put the song on the album.
Right, right.
It still drove it, bro. If you saying that the Drake beef didn't drive the sales at all, you just
I'm about a nigga that had a great
this is what I'm telling you.
know that.
Yeah, but if you want to say the Drake beef drove Kendrick sales, then you still would have to be able to say, well, how come Drake didn't get a boost? I mean, he was you say he was the biggest before the beef. In that case, you would have to admit that the results of the beef knocked him down a few notches, right? If his numbers came in on a collab album, regardless, it's still him. He's still Drake, and they didn't even compare with more songs. You got to say he went down a few notches. It can't just be, oh, the beef helped Kendrick for an album that dropped months and months and months later. Don't get me wrong. People was waiting to hear what he had to say and all that, but it came out of nowhere, man. Nobody trying to hear that.
You
I'm
know,
going to tell you why I didn't drive his sales.
you know well it did.
In April, right? He dropped it in May, June, July, August, September,
Yes.
October.
Yes.
7, 8 months later,
He drops the album.
He released the album and did not put Not Like Us on the album.
But that was a rollout. There was a rollout with this.
We don't do rollouts like
The
that.
rollout was this and Drake.
Brock, we don't never do no 8, 9 month rollout.
Man.
Nigga,
You right, but it happened.
No,
Bro, some of y'all Drake fans still can't be coping this hard, this long, this far, like this much later. Y'all still can't be coping this hard, this much later, bro. Like, come on, man. A rollout from a beef that was fairly spontaneous, right? Drake responded first. Kendrick took a couple weeks, but like a rollout. Come on, man.
no.
Also, I do got to add that we already know that Kendrick was working on GNX, pretty much right after Mr. Morale. So there you go.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it did, huh?
You got,
And
12
mind you, Wack, you was the one that said Eminem was gonna outsell Kendrick, and I told you Kendrick.
We're not
was gonna
talking
outsell
about
him.
Eminem.
We're
talking about Drake.
But I'm already hip
We're
to the
talking
motion,
about
what I'm
bro.
telling you.
If you're telling me Drake would have collabed at 250 and 24 tracks to get there is successful, then you must ain't been following with that little.
It was the #1 streamed
What
artist
Drake
this
numbers
year.
been doing?
Drake, the #1. He's
No,
number
let's
one
talk
overall
about
for
his albums,
2025.
man.
But he didn't even drop an
His
album. And he's the biggest in 2025.
Bro, we're not worried about all of that.
Kendrick dropped the album in December.
We're not worried about all of that. He's coming down. Trust me. They're not done with him.
His come down is he's so big.
Hey, bro,
his come down still bigger than everybody.
Hey, listen to me. I don't know if you see what's going on, but they're turning the machine off slowly but surely. Things that kept him there, they're turning it off.
The machine.
I'm on the record.
Why did he keep pushing back? Why he keep pushing back his album release?
He really not. I mean, he pushed it back one time, bro.
Bro, this dude is gone. This dude is gone. Come on, bro. We almost 2 years out. You ain't went through all your stages of grief yet. You still haven't come to the acceptance part yet. You still caping this hard. Come on, man. Come on, man. He's the biggest in 2025, though. Even his fall off is bigger than that. All sorts of cape. But I don't know, man. We'll see if any new lawsuits gonna be coming out in 2026, and with Drake, maybe Drake and Adam Ross. Any new allegations? Hell, if Iceman even drops this year.
Bro, I mean, when you know Drake to push back with the anticipation there. Come on.
It ain't much anticipation. That's what I think the problem is.
Come on.
He's trying to build the anticipation.
Hey, bro, you're saying exactly what I'm saying.
I can agree with you that it's taking a hit, but his hit is still the number one in the whole.
That's only because he was tuned to be the number one.
It is what it is. He still is right now.
But what I'm telling you is the number one never pushed his album back.
So who the number one then?
The number one never sold no.
Who the number one? Who the number one?
Listen to me. Let's go and look at his track record. Show me on his track record prior to Not Like Us where his movement was what it was.
What do you mean?
Show me where Drake pushed albums back. Show me where Drake was doing.
Oh, I can give you a few examples of Drake pushing his album back.
Show me where Drake was doing 200, 250 on collab. Show me that.
Everybody's numbers is down. You say this.
No.
There's not an artist whose numbers are the same from 4 years ago.
Come on,
Kendrick
no.
By 80.
And that is not even Kendrick's biggest album sales. Everybody's numbers are down.
What we're telling you.
Yo, boy, this dude got to be dizzy after throwing all these flips. Man, come on, man. Not everybody's numbers is down. People still doing numbers. Here, let's see. Let me see something. ASAP Rocky projected to sell over 200,000 units in its first week, potentially hitting number one on the Billboard 200, with around 100,000 of those being pure album sales, boosted by high vinyl sales under new Billboard rules. No matter how you want to look at it, those are great numbers for somebody that people talked a lot of shit about, honestly. And a lot of dudes were saying he was going to flop. Those are really solid numbers. Really solid numbers. So not everybody's numbers is down. The Clips did really solid numbers. So this guy, he's hurt.
Who is the number one on the collab with twice the amount of tracks for streaming, didn't outsell the other.
Party is not as big as SZA. He did a tour with SZA, and SZA had Luther. That record drove that album.
Tour came afterwards. Listen to me.
SZA was bigger though. She had the number one album
come on,
in R&B.
How many songs is SZA on?
2.
Come
the
on.
biggest one, Luther.
How many songs is Party Next Door on?
What the fuck does SZA have to do with the total album sales of GNX first week? Come on, man. And again, when it comes to, maybe on the radio and stuff, and of course, Luther was all over the place. But I mean, like, as far as marketing goes in other areas, I heard Squabble Up more. I heard, what's the other one? What's the one, y'all, he did with the Gatorade commercial? Hey Now, Say Now. I think it was that one, right? Wasn't it Hey Now? Either way, I heard about 3 or 4 other tracks consistently in sports and things like that, besides Luther. Now, again, Luther was so big that, they had to, Billboard had to use one of its rules to take it off the charts. But no, Luther's not the reason GNX sold over 300K.
the Drake and Party.
How many songs
they
is
got
Party
like
Next
5
Door
together.
on?
Party does 4 of them by itself, and then Drake got like 2 by himself. That's how that shit works.
So about 18 of them.
Probably.
You don't see the difference.
No, he
Party's
don't
not
see
as
it.
big as SZA though. That's my whole point. You keep
SZA's
talking
on
about
2
Party.
songs.
Party ain't never been a platinum artist. That's
SZA's
not a
on
big
2
artist.
songs.
But I'm saying Party's not a big artist. That's him collabing with his artist to drive the numbers to his artist. That's it. That was Party.
And that's what it
Party's not that
showed.
big, bro.
What it showed is what you used to could do. Watch this next album. It's gonna be even worse.
Listen, you and I know the let's talk about 21 Savage, right? Without that Drake single, 21 Savage is not selling 90,000.
I don't know that.
I just heard you and Adam talking about it, but you know that
21 and always did great numbers.
But he always had songs with Drake. Every album.
Always done great numbers.
He's always lead single is with Drake.
I don't know that, but if you saying right now that he's still on the level, no.
I'm saying that he's still number one. Hip hop as a whole has dropped down as a level. No, but I'm saying he's the number one hip hop artist. Kendrick is 2, but he's the number 1.
No, Drake ain't the number 1 hip hop artist. Here's the thing: you can't say that just because streams, especially from his old catalog, are still doing numbers, that he's the number 1 in the public eye. Because look, a lot of those songs aren't hip hop songs that people still streaming, like the slow songs and things like that. That ain't hip hop. So again, we're not even comparing apples to apples here. We're not comparing apples to apples. I think you should say, if you want to say pop artists or artists, fine, but hip hop artists, he's not the number 1 guy. He's not the number 1 guy. A lot of those songs that people still streaming, come on now, y'all know they're not hip hop songs. It's the other songs.
Hip hop artists by far. Maybe even Travis Scott is 2, but I mean, he's the number 1.
Oh, this dude's
okay. When he gonna drop his album? Because it's been a couple years.
February. It's supposed to be February.
You think it's gonna drop?
And look, my people's in the strip club where he making the album. That's the word.
You
February.
think it's gonna drop? And if he ain't turned it in right now, it ain't coming out.
And that's the word. It's February.
If he's still working on it, it's not coming out.
That was last month. He was recording the finishing touches up at Area 29.
Has he released a single?
No. But that don't mean nothing because you the one that knows that dropped their whole project with no single. You know that. You know that.
He ain't dropping.
Why you want to say Drake fall off so bad though? What's up with this? Like, because you really with Drake, so I'm just trying to figure out what's
you
the.
Just say, listen,
dude don't want to hear the truth, boy. It's cutting his heart. It's cutting his soul. It's deep in there, boy. Why you want to say Drake fell off so bad? Why? You cool with him? Why? Come on, man.
I don't take none of this personal.
Okay, let's talk about it then. Huh?
I said I'm starting to hear women say, "Turn that shit sound dated." That's what I said.
I'm not gonna fight that because I can't say that you didn't hear that. But all I'm saying is that the women still be playing Drake. That Party Next Door album did pretty decent, and that's all women songs. That's called Songs for Sexy.
You ain't doing a 240, 250 on a 24-track collab, Drake. That's not decent.
That is pretty whack, though. Let's be honest.
I think it is for a surprise drop R&B tape with his artist. I think that's pretty good. I'm not. That's me.
They've been talking about some sexy songs for you way before it dropped. Y'all know that. He talked about it when he was on that tour. Did he not? Did he not? No, that wasn't a surprise drop, man. Stop it.
This is my opinion. A surprise drop R&B tape on Valentine's Day after he just got quote unquote destroyed in a beef, and to come out and do more numbers than anybody else other than Kendrick, that's a win.
Okay.
That's a win. You agree.
They try to get a W wherever they can, boy.
Who told me the number that he had to hit, and they went over that number? We talked about this. You said if it's under 100,000, you called it a flop. If it's over 100, it wasn't it. And I think they did 120 or 250, something like that. Didn't they do 200 on that one? You the one that told me the number, and he hit it.
He did 240, 250.
Yeah, he surprised both of us.
I'm telling you, I'm at 20 versus 1s out here. Drake come on, they be like, turn this up. That's whack. I've never seen that.
Oh, man.
Never seen that. Okay.
You wrong for this, dog.
Bro, I'm telling you what the women is doing.
Bro, The strip
don't
clubs,
listen
they
to Drake,
still
bro.
playing Drake.
Bro,
These clubs and the lounges, Drake
the
is still
club
being
is a
played.
club. That's a D. I can go make a club play your song.
But ain't in there not dancing. We dancing. If my song come on, they might
Well,
stop
I don't know, 'cause
dancing.
we don't
Drake
dance in
come on,
clubs
they
out
still
here.
dancing.
I don't know.
I'm talking
We
about the
don't-
ladies.
We don't dance. Ladies don't dance in clubs out
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Well, all y'all gang banging in every club, so y'all might listen to
Yeah,
to
them
all of
niggas
that. But
ain't
we
out
talking
there.
about outside.
It be too packed. They didn't.
And that's cool. But at the end of the day, Drake made a big living in LA.
What I'm telling you is, man, Drake been gone from here for a minute.
I mean, he did.
This. He went, and Drake wasn't out here comfortable like that.
Drake made a big living in LA, brother. Let's
Drake
not
got
do that.
laid down in LA, robbed in LA,
Get robbed every day, B.
all kind of shit. What I'm telling you is, when I'm sitting here among all these young, while they doing these 20 versus 1s, and they turning the music up and passing out Hennessy shots and Don Julio shots, the just saying, turn that shit on, put on some NBA or something.
Yeah, them gangster, bro.
No,
That's
these
cool.
is women, regular women. They
put on some NBA.
Hey, y'all Drake fans, y'all don't even be exploring the possibility that this could be true. There's just always like a reason other than, like, yeah, but and it's that and yeah and but then if these same things was happening to anybody else, y'all be going in, oh, he done fell off. Yeah, the same thing Wack saying, oh, 24 versus 12 tracks and this, that, and the other. And all the things people point out, y'all would be going in on anybody else. God forbid, too, it would be like Kendrick, Clips, anybody like that, who was doing astronomical numbers and had some of the issues that Drake been facing. You don't hear no like, all right, man, yeah, you right about this. We'll see. It's just no, man. No, man, he's still this. No, man. This y'all don't even listen to the facts.
Bro, listen. I'm telling you right now.
Come on, man.
My daughter do not gangbang and she listen to NBA Young.
Man, I don't know what.
That's what's up, bro. Y'all is in LA, California. Y'all got a different type of mindset. The rest of the world is not LA. The rest of the world is not LA, though. I want to be clear about that.
He ain't from here.
He's from up the street. He recorded his first mixtape in Houston. I'm very familiar with who he is. But and they listen to him down here. But again, Drake streamed more than NBA last year, this month, today, right now.
You know what?
I don't believe it's gonna be a drop off.
First come, Drake ain't dropping no album February. Too scared. He can't do that no more. He ain't just pulling up.
Drake will drop in the first quarter of next year for sure.
He not drop. What you mean next year? It's 2026.
I mean this year. My bad. The first quarter of
Drake
this
is
year.
not dropping no February. If he ain't got nothing out working, he know better. That's no.
I don't know, bro, because J. Cole is dropping in a week, and he just released this 3 days.
Hey, imagine this. Imagine Cole dropping February, Drake dropping February, Kendrick dropping February. Everybody stepping on the other person. We'd be off to a good new year, man. I'm telling you, that'd be something, wouldn't it?
4 days ago.
That's J. Cole.
Same Drake does. They all do it. They don't roll out. Like you said, there's no elaborate rollout.
Okay.
There's a single that comes out a week before, and then they drop the album. That's how it goes.
Okay. Let's see if
you know that.
February.
All right. So what we saying? What's
he ain't dropping in February. If he still recording,
I'm saying first quarter. So you gotta give me one more month.
That's March.
Give me one more month. Give me one more month. And
you
then
said February.
I said that's the rumors, but I'm gonna say first quarter safely. I for sure believe he's gonna drop in the first quarter.
If he ain't got nothing, that ain't done. He's not. It's not happening.
Like I said, J. Cole just came out of nowhere with a surprise drop that's coming out in a week.
I don't know if Drake is going to drop in February. I wouldn't be surprised though if he's not aiming for spring into the summer. I could see that. I could see that. Aim for spring into the summer. That might be their plan. But if you're Drake, would you want to drop in February knowing that Cole's dropping though? I mean, despite what everybody's saying, and let's just put the noise aside, does he want to compete with that? I don't know. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't.
So, I mean, it happens with the top tier. It's a big three in hip hop, Wack. J. Cole.
No. They don't want
Drake,
big three,
and
man.
Kendrick, and you can throw Travis Scott in there if you want to.
No,
that's the big four. There's nothing else touching into that.
I beg to differ.
Who else other than legacy artists? Unless you say like a Snoop Dogg or something.
Man, but the fact that you ain't throwing NBA YoungBoy in there is crazy.
I'm not yet. Not yet. He not in the big. He not yet. I gotta wait one more. I gotta wait and see this follow up because the album sales didn't do
Brock,
it.
you tripping, bro?
Hold on for the ad libbers. Wack, don't say nothing. How many albums did NBA YoungBoy sell? Guap, you want to come off mic?
You said how many albums? What?
Yeah, how many albums did NBA YoungBoy last album sell?
I don't know. I don't.
So you just talking?
I just listen.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all just talking. That's what I'm saying. I'm going out the numbers. He only sold, what was it, 30,000?
He just dropped the album 2 days ago.
How much did that one sell?
I don't know. Let me do the math. Let me look it up. Hold on.
The fact that you ain't got that up there, right? You crazy.
I'm not doing it yet, bro. You got to earn that.
Earn it. He been earning it. Ain't had a
Massa sold 49,000 records last year.
Yeah.
And you saying Drake fell off because he sold 250. Then he can't be in the conversation going off of your number.
Watch. Drake had to cancel his concert, his tour.
Drake ain't have to cancel.
Drake had to cancel. Let's stop it. But also, he did make a good point that, YoungBoy had a good tour, but he did only do 49 to 51 units his first week. So, yeah, I wouldn't put him quite in that upper echelon.
Ticket sales wasn't right, brother. Only reason why
Drake was international. They did like 40 days.
Ticket sales.
I mean, before you put him in there, you kind of got to throw Rocky in there, right? And Clips in them. They did way more than that. Yeah, you can't put YoungBoy in there, bro. Rocky just did 200K. And I'm not saying I put him there. I'm just saying if that's what we going by.
Not right.
He might have canceled a date at a place.
What?
He might have canceled a double date. A double date? I'm sure
he only canceled one date on that
NBA YoungBoy got canceled for whatever reason.
He got canceled.
However you want to play.
The mayor of the police.
I don't know why they canceled Drake.
Canceled.
It ain't never say because of ticket sales. There's no report saying he canceled because of ticket sales.
Okay. NBA YoungBoy didn't want to cancel.
Like I said, there's no report that Drake's canceled over ticket sales. You know that, and I know that.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna call Live Nation to find out their tell.
Call me, sir. I'm gonna mute up.
I'm gonna text him right now. He just was texting me anyway.
I don't know why you think like what if hip hop is still a thing, Drake is gonna still be a thing.
Bro, let me tell you something, bro. You think they over Puffy? By the time they done with Drake, he ain't gonna be shit. Don't think they're not coming. They are working. The crazy part about it is you so brainwashed, you don't see the gradual that they plotting on it.
But that's hip hop as a whole. You already know them.
That ain't hip hop as a whole, and he definitely brainwashed.
Numbers have dropped. Me and you've talked about this for 3 years. The numbers have been dropping every single year. Bro, overall, he's the only one whose numbers have somewhat sustained.
You're missing the whole play.
He definitely is.
Every 90 days, it's a new allegation. It's a new stuff. You never seen none of that on that band. If you don't think they are canceling this, watch how it happens. You never seen none of this coming at this man ever. Federal RICO. You know what I'm saying?
No, ain't no federal RICO.
I've been saying Drake up when he sued the machine. That was some dumb
fucked up right there. That's a fact. Listen, Drake is dead bang guilty of this female, like all the rest of these. When they done gathering them all up, watch how it go. Then he gonna see people pulling back. Then they gonna say his clothing ain't selling. Then they go, watch how it go. I'm watching it. They're gradually, it's a gradual build-up. I said, yeah, they didn't already have
it. Hey, Empress is a young lady. Empress, you like Drake?
Empress ain't young. Empress kids is teenagers.
Like my Drake?
Ain't about like Drake.
Like Drizzy?
They're saying
Drizzy Drake?
They're saying Drake sounds dated.
I don't want to answer. I don't know the context.
They're saying Drake says she ain't young like that.
So hold on, let me turn this down.
Empress got teenage kids, nigga.
But I'm saying, you saying that the ladies as a whole telling you to cut off Drake, that it
They
sounds
all,
dated.
I've never heard that.
Wait. Why are we cutting off Drake? What happened?
I've never heard that, bro. I'm at these 20 versus 1. These all
It
young
could be because
bitches.
I'm in Houston, but I ain't heard it yet. So
These
maybe
is
it's because I'm in
all
Houston.
young.
I have never heard a
Okay,
woman
when
say
the
that.
last time you've been in the building where it's 17 and 100 women? And that is there lined up to go over here and flirt with a. This is the environment I'm saying. When I'm sitting here at the table, watching them pass out the shots, and they turning on the music, they like, turn that shit off. That sound dated. Put on some NBA or something. We want to turn up. I've never heard that before. I'm like, oh, this a change. All right.
Y'all do know some of them women at the 20 versus 1 is not from here. A lot of them fly
A lot
in
of them ain't
to
from
do
here.
this. They're not
They
from
fly
here.
in, them bitches
So
don't
when
be.
y'all be saying that that's LA and that's Cali, them do not be from here.
What that got to
Yeah,
do
they
with
don't be
anything?
from here at all, bro. A lot of them be from Texas and Chicago, and think of that reality show I shot. Keita, a lot of them from Miami.
All right, we're gonna end that right there. Sometimes in any other situation, you might say what Wack is saying is pretty anecdotal, but I don't think so because I've heard it from more places than just Wack 100. Comments. I don't understand why people are all into streaming numbers when Drake is known to use bot farms. Party and Drake album flourished based off yesterday's work, yesterday's success. The Massacre first week sales are based off Get Rich and Die Trying and anticipation. Yeah, Buddy stupid as fuck, and he got all his facts, opinions wrong. Buddy needs sore. Okay. It's sassy men who think women love Drake music like that. I'd rather listen to R&B vibe or a Luther track from K-Dot, and I'm not from Cali. How Travis Scott come before NBA Youngboy? This is crazy. He cooked Wack. He didn't cook Wack, bro. Irony is Drake's whole career was making emotional music. Now the women don't like too emotional. That's amazing. Well, like I said, any other situation you might say it's anecdotal, but it's probably some extenuating circumstances to make you think otherwise. Namely, more than just Wack 100 has been saying that. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Will Drake drop in February? Will he drop in March? Look, this is just my guess. If I had to throw something out there, I would say drop in the spring, maybe March, April, let it carry over to the summer. See how it go. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe they want to see how successful Cole is. Maybe they're using that as a barometer. But I don't think he needs much more of a barometer because he kind of got his own barometer from the stuff he dropped and from the things he was doing. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We will see. What if he don't outsell Rocky? I know y'all think I'm tripping. Wouldn't that be crazy though? That would be crazy. Anyway, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. Are y'all agreeing with Wack or the guy Wack was going back and forth with? Drop your comments in the comment section. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.